The number that has been released so far is around 50, and that's leaves another 170 more hostages still held by Hamas, still, again, women, children, and elderly. And I think that, you know, there will be, a few dozen more in the coming days. But then at a certain point, I think, as you've all mentioned, there will be a return to fighting. While there is pressure on the Netanyahu government to continue with the uh, temporary ceasefire to allow the release of more hostages, at a certain point, though, I think there will be the nature of the game will change, because now we're talking about women and children held by Hamas, and there's no question as to their release. Then we'll get to the categories of soldiers and other elderly men and so on and so forth. And I think then Hamas is going to ask for a much higher price, and there will be a bigger debate within Israel whether to agree to that price. There is consensus, though, in Israel that while Israel seeks the release of hostages, I think the fighting must continue. There's a broad consensus that the war has not achieved all of its objectives, and therefore there will be very broad support for the government to resume the fighting once this next sequence of exchanges in the next day or two ends. So I do believe that we'll see more fighting within several days.